The story of Avatar begins with the arrival of the RDA on Pandora, a planet full of alien diversity. Humans came to Pandora to extract a material that would be used to aid human survival. This material is known as unobtainium, a mineral that humans thought was the resource they needed on Earth to survive. But in Avatar 2, it is revealed that there is a resource far more valuable than unobtainium, capable of changing human history forever. Today we are going to talk about the most precious resource in the Avatar universe, the Amrita, the Fountain of Youth. And if you want to know everything related to the Avatar universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I am Awa, welcome. The story of the Amrita begins in the year 2154, when the RDA arrives at Pandora with the objective of extracting unobtainium and studying the fauna and flora of Pandora. However, they soon discovered that this precious material was not the only thing of value on this planet. Planet Earth in the Avatar universe is on the verge of extinction. The RDA is dedicated to finding resources to help the humans, as Earth has exhausted all the resources to survive. However, unobtainium was not the only important resource that could help humanity. Amrita was discovered by the brilliant scientist, Ian Garvin. Amrita is a yellowish liquid, produced by the glands found at the base of the tulkuns. This liquid is capable of stopping human aging. This means that it is the fountain of youth. It gives immortality to the one who consumes it. Since time is the best resource there is, humans calculated that only one bottle of this liquid costs about $80 million, which means that Amrita is much more valuable than unobtainium. Ian Garvin started working on Pandora after the return of the RDA to the moon. As a member of PSYOPs, he worked on Bridgehead, where he was assigned as a crew member under Captain Mike Scoresby. Shortly thereafter, he discovered Amrita while dissecting a tulkun. This ended up being one of mankind's greatest scientific discoveries, as it prevented human aging. The news of this discovery triggered the return of the RDA to Pandora, as they now need to appropriate this resource. In the past, the RDA had been in the business of transporting characters, getting food and natural resources, but the most important resource is time. This would be the first time the RDA could provide humans with immortality. Although we don't have a reaction to how this news was on planet Earth, we know it must have been something revolutionary, and they didn't hesitate to return to Pandora with avatars of their best soldiers. Humanity is no longer interested in studying Pandora. Now they only want the precious resource found in the heads of the tulkuns. The hunt began, and not only caused a great impact on the biodiversity of Pandora, but also affected the Metkana clan, who lost several tulkuns. Tulkuns are among the most intelligent creatures on Pandora, and often create a spiritual connection with the Na'vi. The fact that humans are hunting these creatures makes them look like monsters and predators on this planet. The importance of the Amrita in the story of Avatar is an obvious one. This completely changed the history of mankind, and it will be what determines the next movies. But how will the future of Avatar be affected by the consumption of this liquid? The first thing is that the RDA is paying for their trips to colonize Pandora, with the money left by the sale of the liquid from the tulkuns. This is the first real impact that this liquid has on Pandora, because humans have an economic motivation to do so, otherwise they would not have the budget to go to other planets. But the exploitation of the Amrita had a devastating impact. The Metkana clan, a relatively peaceful clan, had to go to war because of these hunters. They also ended the lives of several tulkuns that were considered part of the Na'vi family. But the biggest impact the Amrita could have is on the land. Immortality will give them a sense of impunity, leading humans to make more selfish and unethical decisions in pursuit of increasing access to this liquid. We may even see the RDA capture Payakan, to study them and see how to reproduce them. Recall that the RDA created the Avatar program to be able to interact with Pandora. It is also possible that humans may try to clone tulkuns to have an unlimited supply of Amrita, which could lead to collective immortality. In Avatar 1 we learned that the Earth was overpopulated and that this had depleted the resources on Earth. In Avatar 2 we discovered that the Earth is in a worse state, and that humans wish to move to Pandora. We must stop for a second and analyze what this implies. Humans have been a predatory force in the Avatar universe. This means that overpopulation would not stop, in fact it would increase. If we have immortal humans that continue to reproduce, we will soon have a number of humans that not only could not be sustained by the resources of Earth, but also those of Pandora will not be enough. Humans, thanks to their immortality and parasitic attitude, could quickly consume the rest of the habitable planets in the universe. Gradually the threat of resource-hungry immortal humans could spread throughout the universe. Perhaps it could take 1 million or 100 million years. Time really wouldn't matter for an immortal species to dominate the universe. This would be one of the sad endings for the Avatar universe, to see humanity take that parasitic attitude to its ultimate expression, becoming a species that consumes the materials of the entire universe. The obsession of the RDA to obtain the Amrita could have serious consequences, because it could be that there is not such a large amount of Amrita to be able to provide immortality to all humanity, and it would only be for a few, the elite, the heads of the RDA and those who can access the precious liquid. The continuous hunting of the Tulkuns would cause a massive degradation in the marine systems of Pandora. If Amrita becomes a top priority for humans, it will lead to increased violence on this planet and planet Earth. On Pandora the Na'vi will fight to avoid the hunting of the Tulkuns, and on Earth the humans will fight to obtain immortality. This will undoubtedly make the leaders of the RDA very powerful and influential people, immortal people who can perpetuate the agendas of the RDA in the universe forever. Humans would not have to worry about the consequences of their actions on a simple planet like Pandora, for it would be just one victim of billions of planets, which would be consumed by the need for these new immortal humans. Inequality would no longer be only about money, but a new resource would be the new currency, and this is time. Avatar 4 is titled The Horsemen of the Tulkun, which leads us to believe that the story of the hunt for the Tulkuns and the immortality of the humans will be the main story in the next films. The humans had already outwitted death by creating different avatars. Now they will complete the Avatar program, with immortal avatars that can complete the mission in Pandora. But tell me, what do you think about all this? Do you think humans will become more dangerous with this resource? How do you think it influences the rest of the movies? And for more videos of the Avatar universe, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I'm Awa, thanks for visiting Pandora.